Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what we will be doing through the month of December, as well as I will show you inside of the Christmas unit that we have chosen for this year. So stick around. Alright, before I get too far into this video, I do want you guys to know that this is a collaboration hosted by Emily over at A Woman on a Journey. I have done a few collaborations with her. She is a dear friend, and it's really nice to have connected with someone who also is schooling one child who is about the same age as my daughter. So she's got some really good stuff over on her channel. I will have that linked down below for you, so be sure you check that out. And I will also have a link to the playlist in the description. Also, I am really looking forward to seeing what everyone else is doing for Christmas. If you guys have hung around for a little while, you know that I am in this season of doing less during the holidays. And so I am kind of looking forward to seeing what Christmas time looks like for everyone else, to maybe give me some ideas for next year, since of course I already have this year planned out. So yeah, make sure you check those out in the description below. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Kristen. I am a homeschooling mom of one girl, and yeah, I am excited that you are here. Make sure you comment and say hello. I love kind of chit-chatting and getting to know you guys. But let's get on to what you all are here for. So last week, I actually did an unboxing of this stuff from Daily Grace Co. It is our Advent studies. So I got my Advent, and then this is actually the family Advent study. If you want to see more of what's included and all of that stuff, I will link the video up for you. You can check that out. But we do plan on, or we don't, I plan on doing these together. Well, this I will do in the morning time before little one gets up, just to kind of give me a little bit of a head start. But I do plan on doing this daily before moving into this, which I would love for us to be able to do as a family. And I'm thinking that I really need to leave this on our dining room table, because generally when we are together as a family is at the dinner table. Otherwise, my daughter is playing, my husband's out working on something or putting something together, or whatever men do when they're home for a few minutes. And so, yeah, so a lot of times we are together at the dinner table. And so I think if I leave this there, it will actually be completed. And then there are like a couple other little things that go with it that we'll kind of do alongside of it. So that's kind of my plan for these. It did also come with a book. We'll just read this book whenever. From what I can tell, there's nothing in particular that this goes to, or a specific time you're supposed to use it, or anything like that. So we will just have this as an extra. And then really for the other portion of what we will do for as far as school is concerned, is we're actually going to be doing Gather Round's new Christmas Around the World study. I am really looking forward to this. So we did complete their first Christmas unit, which is, it's called The First Christmas. And of course, that is the Christmas story of Jesus and how Christmas came to be. And this is a different approach. I absolutely am going to be giving you guys a flip through. I have the teacher's guide, and then I also have the early reader level. So if you guys are new here, this is the level that my daughter is currently in. And again, I only have one, so I just have the early reader level. However, this will kind of give you an idea of what all of the pages look like. So if you are unfamiliar with Gather Round, basically I will read from the teacher's guide and then my daughter will complete the pages in her workbook. If you have multiple children, they will do a book based on their age and or their skill level, kind of wherever you feel they fit appropriately. And they complete a page. Now, their Christmas units, the holiday units, are mini units, but they're a little bit different from the other mini units that are on the website. Because it's specifically a holiday unit, it's only 12 lessons, versus with a regular mini unit, it's still the 20 lessons. So you have the smaller notebook and you have less lessons. So it really does fit really good for holiday time, especially for Christmas, because I feel like the closer you get to Christmas time, the more Christmas parties you have, and you have more baking, and you have to do some decorating and all of that stuff. And so it only being 12 lessons makes it really great for us, especially because we may not necessarily get to this every day. And it doesn't follow anything in particular from what I can tell. So it's okay if we miss a day or two. We can just kind of pick up where we left off, if that makes sense. So that is really what I'm going to be showing you guys today, is inside of Christmas Around the World. So I will flip the camera around and let's look. Okay, so here we have the teacher's guide, of course, in typical Gather Round fashion. It is beautiful. I love the take on this here with the suitcase and the earth, the airplane, just all of it. I just really love that. So of course it is beautiful. You have your letter to the teacher that you always have. I will say, if you have little ones like I do, and you participate in certain things for Christmas, this would be a very, very important note that you would want to read in regards to how traditions and folklore and all of those types of things are presented in this unit. Rebecca does mention that she will kind of do what she calls a myth alert to kind of let you know that there are things that maybe you want to hold off until your littles are a little bit older. But nonetheless, this is definitely something you're going to want to read over. And I myself will be going through to kind of make sure that we're not ruining anything for this year. And we may kind of skip over a couple of sections until we get ready for more in-depth conversations. Hopefully you guys can kind of get what I'm talking about here. So anyways, here she gives you some of the add-ons that they offered for this one, and they may still offer. I know they were a little concerned that maybe the letters were going to sell out. I quite honestly have not looked, so I don't know where they're at with that, but this does give you information on the add-ons. And then here are your countries that you are going to be doing for your 12 lessons. And then here we are in lesson 1. I love the layout of this. I think it's beautiful. I think it's engaging. I love that these passages are broken down a little bit shorter. Of course, lesson 1 here is Iceland, so it gives you some information on Iceland, and then you go into your readings. This is a cool little did you know section. And then here is your myth alert. And so it's nice. This may be the section that you would want to skip over. So she kind of already she lets you know this is what you may or may not want to skip. So you don't have to actually go through and read every bit of each lesson prior to. You can kind of just skim through the sections that she's alerted you to. I definitely appreciate that. So I am just going to, another thing I wanted to point out is this "What Does the Bible Say" section here. Really cool. Love that. Of course, I love that she always brings everything back to the Bible. Yes, so I'm just going to flip through and show you guys the rest of the lessons. And this one printed an appendix page, but I don't think there was actually anything in it. So that is it. Look how beautiful. So that is it for the teacher's guide. Now we will move on to the early reader. Again, with the beautiful front cover. Okay, your table of contents. Look at this cute little coloring page. I love that. All right, and so this is really cool. This is the notebooking page. And up at the top, she calls it the World Tour, and this is for Iceland. So pretty interesting. Love these. And I love that it's just a couple, very simple, but they're different things. You know, it's each little section there is something different. Let's see what this one is. Potato or candy. That's cool. Okay, so this is just like a fun little activity here. So that's 2 notebooking pages for lesson 1. This would be 3 pages for lesson 1. Although this isn't necessarily a page to fill out. This is, you know, it's an activity, but it is, you know, it's a page. So this is 3 pages for lesson 1, which that looks like something with books. Okay, and then we are on to lesson 2. So yes, it does have 3 pages in the student notebook per lesson. Very simple and very easy. Here is "What child is this?" So you're doing a study. Love that. All right, and here is another activity. This is really cool. Obviously, I have skimmed through, but I haven't really looked through, so I'm kind of looking with you guys. All right, I will kind of turn this sideways here. Hopefully you guys can kind of see both pages, and we will skim through. All right, so the appendix here. I was kind of peeking through, and we do Advent a little bit in this unit. I believe I was seeing like little Advent reminder alert things through the pages. So that's kind of cool. I'm still going to be doing the Daily Grace Advent, but it's just nice that it's also included in here. So these are just your cutouts. There's your hymn for lesson 6, your nativity, of course, always bringing it back to Jesus. All right, and that is Christmas Around the World from Gather Round. So that's really it. That is what we are going to be doing for Christmas. Hopefully that flip through kind of gave you guys a little bit of a look inside, since this is a new unit from Gather Round. I wanted to be sure you guys got to look at a few of those pages. Now, I also will have a books video coming out as far as some of the winter books and the Christmas books that we will be reading. That will come out on Thursday, so make sure you check that one out if that is something that you are interested in. But that is it for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.